I talk about faith, family, and business. I forgot if I go to the other side, it might cut out. So, welcome to my channel. Once again, I'm not really sure when I walked to the left if it went out or not, but welcome to my channel. My name is Latoya. I talk about faith, family, and business. And I just wanted to come on and do like a quick live, really, really quick, just to talk to you all about just life in general. Um, Everybody has gone through rejection at some point in time in their life. And look, check out my shirt. I'm so sarcastic. So it says breaking news. Nobody cares. I just wear random t-shirts. It's just a lot of fun to me. But right now I'm at the house. I'm in the downstairs kitchen and I'm waiting for delivery from Lowe's. They are getting ready to bring. No, no, no. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Not Lowe's. Best Buy. I'm waiting for them to go ahead and drop off the replacement refrigerator I just purchased a few days ago. Because one of the refrigerators that's down here has gone out, and I get too much fresh produce and frozen vegetables and everything to just have one refrigerator. But anyways, that's why I'm home. That's what I'm doing. And also during the day, my kids are in e-learning. So, um, let's pop right on into it. So, rejection. Everybody that is alive has gone through some form of rejection before. That could be in a relationship, that can be from friends, family, that could have been from your parents. Your parents told you, no, you can't go to the party, no, you can't go to the game, no, you can't go on this date, no, in some way, form, or fashion. No, you can't buy these shoes, no, we can't go over here to the store, no, you cannot have this ice cream. Some way you have seen rejection in some form. But rejection is not all bad. Most of the time, when you get rejected, you feel down on yourself. You may feel depressed. You may feel aggravated. You just don't know. You're just like, well, what did I do to deserve this rejection? And most of the time, you might say, okay, well, let me find another way. Either you try to find another solution. Um, and people like myself, if you're anything like me, rejection only motivates you. And the reason why it's important to talk about rejection today, the biggest rejection that I ever saw was in business. Um, I was in college back in 2009. That was like my last year in college. I had just graduated. I was at Wesleyan, and one of my professors had given us an assignment like a couple of years prior to that, and we were supposed to be doing like a business plan of a company that we really wanted to have, or it would be fun to have, not necessarily that you will actually have this company. But I can remember this professor saying, okay, well, everybody, here's your assignment. You're going to think of a business plan, and this whole entire semester, we're going to pound this thing out. I want you to go really in depth. And so you'll have something that's going to give you like working knowledge of if you do want to come up with this concept, if you do want to make this into your real business. But I was tired of just the mundane things. Everybody in the class, they were thinking about like cupcake shops and a doggy shampoo type of scenario. Some of them thought about, I mean, just random stuff, just typical things that they thought women were supposed to do. Like, a daycare. I'm like, I don't want a daycare. I have children of my own. I don't want to keep anybody else's kids but my own. Unless I'm like married or whatever, but like just randomly keeping somebody's kids for pay, that's just not my forte. Like, no. So I looked into something that I absolutely love. I love aircraft. I have always loved aircraft ever since I was a little girl. And I thought that this was something, excuse me, that was my dryer. But I thought that this would be something very fun and exciting. It would also be very challenging. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I thought it would also be very challenging for me to just create the company. where I was doing like a jet chartering company. Now, like I said, we had the entire semester and we had to check in with the professor to just kind of let them know what we were doing. We had different milestones along the way. And I can remember quite vividly the professor telling me, Latoya, you're just too optimistic. I mean, it's not that this project is not good, it's just I feel like you're just too optimistic. And that was the biggest rejection that I've had. It was like a disappointment because I was looking at this person as in you're supposed to be a big motivator. If I'm going above and beyond to talk about something that I really want to talk about, why not, why not be supportive, especially if I'm doing the work? And a lot of times it's not for anybody to see your vision. If it's your vision, then it's your vision. Stop trying to explain. But in this respect or this regard, it was my professor, so I had to take his criticism. But I think it was more of a personal opinion as opposed to did I actually do the work. He really wasn't looking at me as far as my merit, but he was looking at me as far as my ability. That's something totally different. And it was also another scenario where I don't even want to go all the way into it, but I had faced rejection anyways because of, I don't want to pull that card, but it's sad. Sometimes they look at you and like, oh, well, I haven't seen anybody in your, in your race. It's almost like that. Not saying that he said that, absolutely not. I want to leave that disclaimer, but it's almost like that. People look at you and say, "Oh, you're young and you're black, or you're a single mom," and they don't really equate your life to being anything major, or that you can't break out of the mold of doing anything different. Um, and that's crazy. I mean, how could you say what I could and could not do? And once again, he never said anything about my race, but it was when he talked about my ability, like you're just too optimistic. That was almost a kick in the gut right then, because how can you tell somebody if they're too optimistic or not? If they're absolutely doing the research, then I feel that you should, you know, see it might be something to it. You know, there have been geniuses who have come through various institutions, and they have been disregarded because of the simple fact that you don't understand their level of genius. Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean that it cannot be done. But the beautiful thing about rejection is that you will push beyond what somebody has said to do what they absolutely said that you could not. I want you all to please use this time of rejection. If you have faced rejection or if you're going through rejection right now, I want you to use this time, this rejection that you might be facing, as a motivator for you to get your goals completed. Start to execute a game plan, because that's the only thing about life. Anybody that has ever done anything, it's all about game planning. It's all about sitting down, writing out the vision, and just like the word of God says, write the vision and make it plain. Do not allow anybody to tell you what you are able to do and what you are not able to do, because that's a full-faced lie. Nobody can tell you what you are capable of. Nobody can put limitations on your life but you. If you put in the work, I believe that you can do all things through Christ Jesus, who gives you strength. But let rejection be your main motivator. If you are facing those things, let it be something that speaks to your spirit and says, hey, I can do it. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to put in the extra work. I'm going to put in the extra time. I'm going to pay for the class. I'm going to go on. I mean, you have so many different classes that's out here. You've got so many different things that are free. For example, you've got so many things on YouTube. There are millions upon millions of videos on YouTube, the very basics of how to do things. You've got different websites like Reddit. That's a search engine. You got Yahoo, you got Google. You got so many different things that you could just type and something will pop up as far as an answer. If there is not something that's out here to be able to help you, then that means that you are the person that should create it. If you ever think about Elon Musk has taken one concept and done something so much more different um, than anybody could ever imagine. Who would have ever thought that somebody could make an American made electric car? Okay, number one. But then from taking the capital, he has delved deep into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and trading stocks and everything else. And then he went on to create SpaceX, and then Neuralink, which will be something that comes up within the near future. I even saw in the world of cryptocurrency in terms of altcoins. I saw the dollar sign Elon and Musk as an altcoin. So think about those things. What if somebody told him that he was too optimistic years ago and he absolutely played into that narrative? You can't do it. He is now sending astronauts. He is partnered with NASA, sending astronauts to out into the orbit to the International Space Station. And right now, it is 11 astronauts, the most astronauts there has ever been in the ISS at any point in time. Although one group is getting ready to leave April 28th, the thing is, he's doing a first of any at any point in time. He is partnered with NASA to send astronauts into orbit, into our International Space Station. So when you think about your things that you want to do, think about people that have already done it and just continue to go. And if you have not seen it, it's time for you to create. I love you, everybody. I thank you so much for coming on to watch this video. My name is Latoya. Please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I talk about faith, family, and business, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye.